lot of questions about the building. I think it's an important moment and an interesting moment to reflect on the legacy of Obama's presidency and what that building actually symbolizes. And it's interesting, right? Back in 2008, Ronald Reagan, actually, Obama compared himself to the legacy of Ronald Reagan when he said Reagan was a president who changed the trajectory of the nation. And in a certain narrow sense, I think Obama and Reagan are both similar in that respect, that they did change the trajectory of the nation. Reagan changed the trajectory of the nation towards national ascent. Obama changed our national trajectory towards national decline.
Oh my God! Wow!
And in the end, if you look at the impact of his presidency, the American weakness, you think about Russia, North Korea, China, all stronger today than they were then, stronger after his presidency than they were right before. You look at the legacy of his signature act, named after him, Obamacare, has increased healthcare premiums to the point where that is the #1 issue, healthcare affordability, affecting Americans today. Doctors spend more time completing paperwork than they do seeing patients.
Yes, definitely.
Millions of individual health plans were eliminated, premiums doubled. That is Obama's legacy. Now, I like to call it like I see it, right? Call it fair. I mean, the one probably good thing he did was killing Osama bin Laden, and I think you could say a couple of important milestones here and there. But overall, in the end, his legacy is one of apologizing for American excellence, apologizing for American exceptionalism.
Yes! That's awesome!
Apologizing for American history, apologizing for America's success. And I think that legacy of apologizing is something in the end that we rejected, and the ultimate product of his legacy was actually the election of Donald Trump, where a lot of people who voted for Obama twice, including in my home state of Ohio, said that we're done apologizing for who we are. And we ought to be proud of who we are as Americans, and there's no sin in that. To me, that's the summation of Obama's legacy. And say what you will about the building, I think it's an important moment for us to recognize that we don't have to apologize for this country on our 250th anniversary of our Declaration of Independence.
Pow.